Look like we ready. Look like it's live action on all platforms. So you know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. Let's go. Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes though. She like, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la. She like, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la. Okay, ooh la la. On a Saturday. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop up out the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, then the question really is, where you been? On this side, we deal with sports, hip-hop, entertainment. Occasionally, we do interviews, Popovisms 101, and of course, motivation. I went to the gym and got mine into that. So before you exit the page and usher to the left, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, smash that notification bell, so when I upload my videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos, and if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, good looking. But you know how I do. You know how I plainly start my show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. I mean, because like, we in the end game because the shit that y'all done started is not gonna end. Like, it's not going to end. Like, I'm telling you right motherfucking now. The shit that y'all done started is never gonna end. And of course, I'm being funny, but I'm not. We talking about Puff Daddy. We talking about P. Diddy run the city. Show no pity. I mean, like, rest in peace to Big. And, you know, obviously those are the glory days of Bad Boy. And on this channel, we talked about Diddy a few times. You know what I mean? More notably with Black Rod passing. You know what I mean? And I had this bad bitch in town. She was, whoa. You know what I mean? Had me fucked up in the head. I mean, whoa. Rest in peace, Black Rod. And, you know, salute to the contributions he put on the board for hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, he definitely on the scoreboard. Some of y'all wish y'all could get a hit. Like, whoa. Nonetheless, we was talking about Diddy on that, and, you know, with the bodyguard coming out, maybe allegedly, kind of, sort of. You know what I mean? Nigga did some things. You know what I mean? Off Big and the Tupac shit. The whole fiasco of that. And if you know, you know. You from that era, or you just really care, because, you know, today's shit is like microwave popcorn. It's here, then it's gone. You give a fuck, but you really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So we were speaking about Gene and what possibly, maybe, could come about. We ain't seen nothing yet. Like, you know what I mean? Hear you niggas talking, we ain't seen nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hear you talking all this big woolly shit, but we ain't seen nothing yet. So when it come to Diddy, and you hear all the allegations, far as this other shit, not Cassie, we about to get into that. Just the other shit, you know what I mean? We really didn't see nothing. So it's just really like, hearing niggas talking, we ain't seen nothing yet. We ain't seen nothing. Not nothing concrete, not nothing that could, you know what I mean, really point the finger and say, Kareem Akbar, he is the true leader of the CNB, and if I'm going down, I'm taking all these niggas with me. Like, no, you're going down with me. We haven't seen none of that yet. Fast forward, I mean, like, What's Cassie's song? I mean, I don't even really know a song like that. You know what I mean? She got with Diddy when she was 19, allegedly, maybe, kind of, sort of, a grown woman to some coaches and shit. You know what I mean? When you log on, you know what I mean? My guy, what's the word? When you log on, some coaches that's acceptable, and then some coaches it's not. So you say 19, you definitely could be on Gag Queens. I'm just saying, like, being funny, but I'm not. At 19, you definitely could be on Gag Queens. If you don't know what that is, then carry on. But if you know what that is, then challenge. Right. If it's good for the goose, then it's good for the gander. All right, so got with her when she was 19, I mean. She 37 now. I said, damn, time fucking flies. And I see you next lifetime, Miss Erykah Badu. You gonna make me some tea? You gonna make me some tea? Miss Erykah Badu, I see you next lifetime. And now the lawsuit comes, you know what I mean? Allegedly, he rolled up on her. I'm doing well, cuzzo. Definitely doing well. All praises due to the Most High. I'm just happy to be here. It's still Scorpio season, and we still celebrate. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the Scorpios out there, and shout outs to everybody that's tuning in on Instagram and YouTube and Bingo and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, funny how time flies. Like, you know what I mean? More than my feet travel, the more that I feel fly. More that I make now, the more that the chick smile. She called me a local nigga. I opened a Swiss account. Like, you know what I mean? And, you know, we see that he got with her when she was 19. Her music career, lackluster, if you will. And some people say she's talented. I say she got a nice voice. I ain't gonna say she's the best around and nothing's ever gonna keep you down. I'm gonna say she all right. I mean, say her career stagnated a little bit. She claimed he beat her up, you know what I mean? Put feet and hands on her. And you look into the camera and you told Harpo to beat me? Like, what? All's my life I had to fight. Like, bad chips like, rah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucked up. God got us, but if we gonna be all right. She claimed he put hands and feet on her. I don't know if he put hands and feet on her or not. Allegedly, maybe, kind of, sort of. She alleged, you know what I mean, he wanted to watch, and you a porn star, T.I., you know what I mean? Off that, what's that, Paper Trail album, right? You's a porn star, made her do stuff, and I'm being funny, but I'm not, and I'm actually not making fun if she is a true victim, right? And she's a true victim, and you're a victim. The internet memes and shit, and it's an evil world out here. How many years later? You swinging back, and you pulling up on a swing back? How many years? And you could do what you want, Cassidy. And whoever else is in or may find themselves, unfortunately, in a position like that. That's the worst. All right? You know what I mean? Like, nobody want to be taken advantage of, you know what I mean? Whether it's DV or SV, you know what I mean? Whatever these little things that can go on, or we see, you know, a lot of women coming out, or, you know what I mean, what have you, when it's a publicized relationship after the fact. Kiki Palmer. We're going to talk about that in a second. You know what I mean? Like, when you see some of the diabolical things, not Bismarcky going off, some of the diabolical, some of the underbelly, like, this shit is really like, I don't know if I can buy that. I really don't know if I can buy that. I'm not saying she's lying from Hollis to Hollywood, but is he good? We already know, or we hear some things about Hollywood just not being right. Like, whether it's untimely deaths, whether it's overdoses, whether it's scandal, whether it's just something that just don't sit right with you, or you follow that shit. And I follow some of it. Some of it you can't escape. Challenge. They pushing it in your face. They want you to run amok. They want to make sure that it's right here, like in your grill. You know what I mean? When a nigga dunk on you, nuts all in your face. Right, it's written all over your face. Nuts all over your face. No pause. Sometimes that's how the news and the media give it up. So you can't, the point that I'm making on that is there's no escaping it. Y'all know on the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash the notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Y'all know on the channel, I'll be like, nah, I mean, this shit is all for sale and this shit is scripted and rigged. That's what I believe. You can believe what you want to believe. So they put these narratives and these different storylines, if you will, so people could be entertained. And are you not entertained? And in this case, it's like, damn, he put hands and feet on you, domestic violence. He paid escorts, male escorts, to have their way with you while he watched. He was a looker. And you looking ass niggas like, I see you looking with your looking ass. You looking ass niggas like, you know what I mean? That's a Lil Wayne reference. I see you looking. He made you do that. I don't know the statutory of limitation when it comes to, you know, SB, sexual abuse and all that. And I don't know to what extent, and I don't know if it's real or it's not real. I don't know. I think all, you know, people that has been placed in that situation, unfortunately, should get justice, just like with any crimes. I mean, even though at one point in time I was breaking the law and doing dumb shit, now I'm for justice. Like, if it's no justice and there's no law and order, then it's going to be people that's going to run them up. Because like Future said, and the memes be spinning in the clip and we be playing with it, it is a evil world out there, and it's an unbelievable at times evil world out there, to where you'll be shaken to your core, to your beliefs, to what you believe in. Like, damn, is this shit really happening? Like, did I really just witness that? And niggas die every day, B, right? Like you strong, like you could take it, right? You could take it. And I'm again being funny, but I'm not. It is an evil world out there. You know what I mean? No matter what coast you on, what country you in, like, you know what I mean? Like, none of that really matters. Just in general, wherever it is people, wherever it is, you know what I mean, law and order or the lack thereof, there's always going to be some type of fuckery, buffoonery, some treachery, some deceit, some unbelievable shit. Like, oh, did I just see that? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no escaping that. People, it's no escaping that. So now when we hear about Cassidy suing 30 million, like 1.5 million, like, oh, the purple tape, no names, say yes or no, 1.5 million. No, nigga, 30 million for me to shut up, zip it. 30 million. And allegedly, maybe, kind of, sort of, if I'm misspeaking, then you can drop it in the comments. He was supposed to offer her, you know, 8 figures. Like, you know what I mean? Rich figure 8, nigga, that's my type. That's my type, nigga, that's my type. He was supposed to offer her, you know what I mean, a couple dollars to keep it on the low. Don't, you know what I mean, go abroad and, you know, make it a big thing, make it a scandal. Right now, it's looking crazy, shit crazy. And we definitely looking forward to the wrap up. Shout outs to Uncle Murder. You know what I mean? And shout outs to motherfucking Mad Skills. We looking, you know what I mean? We looking for the wrap up. But all these years later, why are you waiting to come out now? Do you think you could beat him? I'm curious to see if she can beat him too. Tap dance challenge, like the Bill Cosby episode, nigga. I'm just as good as you, if not better, and I challenge you. Challenge, because, you know, we know as men, life gonna challenge you anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna see where you fall at, whether you like it or not, whether you sign up for it or not, whether you volunteer or not. You're gonna be shown where you rank at in the pecking order. That's just a fact, and that goes for women too. But the reason why I mentioned men, obviously, one, I'm a man. Like, you know what I mean, I'm a man, and two, that's just really how it is. Life is going to show you where you rank at in the pecking order, whether you at the top of the top and you're the best around and nothing's ever gone, are you the best around, or if you at the bottom of the bottom and you just average at best, right, and you just fitting in where you think you fit in at. I'm interested to see how it plays out. Real side note, We've been hearing like 50 Cent talk about Diddy, and 50 Cent know how to throw them little jabs and be a little troll and, you know, little subliminals and all that. Like, your wrist bling bling, my shit bling blah. You know what I mean? And we heard him talk about the, you know, the incident where Puff was like, yo, when we gonna hang out and woo, 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 and I want to take you shopping. Like, and that's you. I want to take you shopping, 50 Cent. And 50 Cent was looking around like, fuck is you talking about? Like, what? You want to take me shopping? Do I look like some perfect little patty or some, you know what I mean, wearing a little flip dress or some sundress type of nigga? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? And when he talked about that on Drink Champs, you know, a lot of people like just pushed it aside and all that, but it was like, damn, the nigga really asked him to hang out and woo, 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 and and I want to take you shopping? That sounds weird. So we had that. Obviously, we had, you know, different Mark Currys and the different people come out. We had Diddy allegedly maybe kind of sort of putting hands on Drake, putting hands on the trainer of his son, you know, at the football game or whatever it is. And you hear the stories, like, you know what I mean? All this shit is really hearsay. Again, nobody came out with nothing concrete to like, oh, we got one and we wheeling them in. You know what I mean? This is we caught the big one. Nobody really came with no evidence like that. So for now, it's just maybe kind of sort of allegedly. And again, I don't know the statutory limitation on, you know, sexual abuse, domestic violence, and, you know, all the stuff that she's claiming. She won 30 mil. Not 1.5, 30 mil. And that's a lot of bread. He got it. Obviously, Diddy is a million times over. You know, and we're interested to see how these things start playing out when it comes to Diddy. Last thing besides 50, right? With Big Act. We know we had this shit with Saucy Santana. I really didn't even speak about that because, one, like, the snitching shit. People say niggas is ratting and they telling them, like, you know what I mean, who gives a fuck about old niggas and who cares? The old niggas that ratted, it's a Jada reference and we gonna make it. We gonna make it. And, you know, the sexual escapades and what people do behind closed doors and what they don't do. I'm from the era, you know, and I'm happy about my age. Scorpios, we the best, just celebrated the birthday. And I hope I continue to live long and strong, like Big Daddy Kane. Live long, Kane, you know what I mean? And I'm being funny, but I'm not. When we hear, like, you know what I'm saying, you know, what's what when it comes to these type of topics, right? And you hear Big Act say, yo, Diddy invited me out. like Diddy, you know what I mean, sent word, sent message, sent the, you know what I mean, the Uber. Like, y'all want to hang out with you. I want to, you know what I mean, like, pull up. And we know we had, like, again, with the Santana, I'm going to run your jewels, you know what I mean? And, ooh, la, la, we, I'm going to run your jewels. I'm being funny, but I'm not. Talking about manhoods and all that. You know, when you're dealing with that type of thing, where I'm from, that's very taken seriously. You know what I'm saying? You just can't really throw accusations out there. Somebody's a rat, somebody's a homophobe, you know what I mean? Somebody's homosexual, etc. Without really the proof. Islam as well. Did you see the actual act? You know what I mean? Or is this, you know what I mean? Like, what are you basing this on? Why are you coming to the point of these accusations? So you have to have some concrete evidence. What I find in 2023, you know what I mean, these last couple of years, coward coaches, my song like to say, etc. You really don't got to have a lot of evidence. You really don't have to have a lot of proof on what the fuck you talking about. You really could just jump on these platforms, literally, like, you know what I'm saying? Really jump on them, start saying all type of salacious accusations and throwing out shit just for the views. And like I often say on the channel, and it's all for sale, like, and it's all for sale. You can just do what you want. People will accept it. People will run with it. You know what I mean? Like Great Fire, you know what I mean? What's the word? Like, you know what I mean? People will run with it. People will fuck with it without doing no research, without doing their homework, without really ascertaining, is this shit really real or not? Like, is it real, y'all? Is it really real? You know what I mean? Like, let me know if it's really real. Something I can feel sun lighted up and still sun, like, you know what I mean? When you was a little stereo, is it really real, or is this just some off-the-wall internet bubblegum shit, some propaganda shit? That's why I don't be quick to just jump on and really run my mouth. Like, I'm going to say allegedly, maybe, kind of, sort of. You know what I mean? Just so they can't take a little couple dollars from a nigga. And he ain't really working with much. But still, just for the fact to not be saying some shit that's inaccurate, saying some shit that's not true, just going with, you know what I mean, the he say, to go along, get along, just to be repeating it. And with that being said, Big Act. You know, we had the shit with Saucy Santana want to take his manhood. And he like, Diddy, you know, sent the invite for him to come hang out. Thought he might get, you know, Tupac, you know what I mean? And la 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 la, come with me. Thought he was going to finish him, you know what I mean? Or maybe Santana would have popped out and come on, baby, come on. Start dancing and twerking and all that bubblegum buffoonery shit. Or even Miami, who he was talking about, as far as the rap shit. And why their album sales is not going through the roof. And I spoke about this as well. Like, you know what I mean? Niggas ain't really buying that shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to tell you the truth, like Prodigy said, and this is a quote Prodigy, like, niggas ain't buying that shit. When the last time niggas brought a KRS-One album? When the last time niggas brought a TaLib or Mos Def album, right? And I'm quoting his words, you know, verbatim. And he like, you got conscious rap, then you got unconscious rap. So he like, if you got conscious rap, then you got niggas that's unconscious. And they just out here running the muck and swallowing and swimming in the buffoonery. You doing the backstroke of the buffoonery. And that's you. Like, hit the like button, motherfucker. That's you. You wallowing and swimming and backstroking in the motherfucking buffoonery. And I'm talking about you. I'm being funny, but I'm not. Like, you know what I'm saying? We really being funny, but we not. You wallowing in it, you swimming in it, and the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. So, Big Act like, I ain't step out, but I'm on point for, and my thing is just this, like I seen another video, I don't know where these people get these crazy ideas from, and it's the internet, so you gotta take it with a grain of salt, sprinkle some dirt on that bit, like you moist dessert, sprinkle it, you know what I mean? Like, I come to the realization that, not the fact that, you can run from it, dread it, destiny arrives all the same, to quote Thanos. People on the internet going to troll, that's a fact. They're going to do what they want to do, and even if it's not true, they're going to spin it or walk to the very fine end on some Draymond Green shit and hope they can get away with it without getting fined, without getting sued, without getting their channel demonetized, without getting thrown off the platform completely. I'm talking about YouTube. And oh, right. You know what I mean? We 23 minutes into the show and oh, but you black. Do you ever think about when you out of here? Your record deal out of here, Mercedes-Benz and Range Rover and all that shit out of here. Like, you're done. You're a resident of Queens and you just became done. That's all I got to say about that. Act, be careful, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? I fucks with you. You are a pioneer when it comes to what a lot of people are doing now. You got to give credit where credit is due, and you got to give flowers, you know, when it's due. You don't have to, but what I'm saying is you should. Like, you're going to give credit when it's due. And a lot of times when people are the pioneers of shit, or when they seen it like a zenith, and tonight somebody going to get burned, like the Purple Tape reference, you really can't tell these niggas nothing. You can't really say, yo, XYZ, woo, 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 and because they're going to look at you with the side eye. Like, you know what I mean? Like, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And I'm doing way better than you. And matter of fact, you niggas is losing, look like you can use us. You niggas is losing, look like you can use us. So how the fuck you going to tell me anything? Most cases, people that's winning, people that's doing better than you, That's how they view it. And I can't even be mad at that because it's like, yeah, who the fuck are you to be telling me how, like T.I. said, I mean, like, that's like a blind nigga telling me it's an eye for an eye. Like, what? Nigga, you blind and I got both of my sights, all praises due to the Most High. Who are you to be telling me how we dividing this shit up and splitting this shit up? Tony, there was no other way. Like, that's like a blind man telling me it's an eye for an eye. And I got both my two eyes. All praises due to the Most High. You're probably not going to really take too kindly to that. So, you know, be grateful for being able to see through the storm when some good wisdom befalls you, when somebody comes with something that can benefit you, even if you're doing better than them. Don't just like shun them, you know what I'm saying? But big act, be careful. Let's talk about some other shit. Like, this shit crazy, shit crazy, but really it's not. When you think about it, when you see where it's coming from Hollister Hollywood, but is he good? And that's an LL reference. From Hollister Hollywood, but is he good? And you got Bilal, who once was Will Smith right-hand man, one of his buddies, on some Jazzy Jefferson, the Fresh Prince type shit. You know what I mean? Like, brought him up through the ranks. Even got some old footage of them together, you know what I mean? Laughing and joking, he, ha-haing it up, you know what I mean? And, you know, now he jumped on the, Tasha K podcast, and I know you don't love me, because you ain't the same when Tasha K's around. I know you don't love me. You scream and holler when O'Shea's around, like, O'Shea, Duke Jackson. He jumped on her podcast and, let it all hang out. Like, he let his nuts hang like a bag of chips. And pretty much spoke about a time where he allegedly, maybe kind of, sort of, walked into a room, you know what I mean, where Will Smith was, you know what I mean, getting his doors blown off, for lack of a better terminology, by Dwayne Martin. None less. Like, you know what I mean? Stop for holler. This shit crazy. Shit crazy. Why I'm repeating this is, one, right? Like when you hear about the Diddy bodyguard or, anybody that was in close proximity to a famous person, somebody that made it, mama made it, you know what I mean? And they in the public eye, you was next to them. We in the clout chasing era where if you have certain information about said individual, the public eye want to hear what you got to say. And it's all for sale. Like, it's all for sale. So you think you're going to get a couple dollars and hop up out the bed, like, where the bread? Like, you looking for M's, like, you looking for your friends. You hop out the bed with information and you run to these blogs and all that, thinking you're going to get a couple dollars. Because that's your money, son. Because that's your money, son. You think you're going to get a couple dollars and you're like, yo, you know what I mean? When we was in high school, you know what I mean? This nigga used to get his back blown out by some big Barry nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Some big Emmett Smith type nigga. You know what I mean? And I'm being funny, but I'm not. I'm not in the sense of, for anybody that's been sexually abused or whatever, not making fun of y'all. And obviously this was allegedly consensual. Now Jada, she like, you know what I mean? After she embarrassed the shit out of her husband. She embarrassed the shit out of her husband. Now they want to sue and, documents want to be found and woo. And I say, damn, is he telling the truth? Who really gives a fuck? I'm talking, this is what I do, my nigga. This is what I do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, or, now I mean, exit to the left on some Usher shit. You know what I mean? Choice is yours. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You know what I mean? For the one person that's watching. We struggle streaming, but I do this because I does this, and this is what I love to do. Popovich TV, we live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling, that's why I'm doing it. Back to live action. Will Smith. When you got people that's around you, that know shit about you, that can possibly maybe try to come up off of you. You got to be very careful. And like Jada said, it's a small world, so you better guard your secrets. And it's easy to get money, but it's hard to keep it. Like, right, it's hard to keep money, and it's easy to get it. And it's a small world, so you better guard your secrets. For the one person that's like, yo, who you talking to? Talking to you. It's a small world, so you better guard your secrets. And it's easy to get money, but it's hard to keep it. Never like to, you know what I mean, hound no bitch. All I do is try to keep niggas around me rich. And when you look at the Jada Pinkett Smiths, how she embarrassed the shit out of Will Smith, how all this shit is coming out now, you say, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like, with friends like this, who needs enemies? But is it true, and do you give a fuck? Like Ho said, these stories out of this world. I wonder if y'all care. We only care in the sense that it is a small world, so you need to guard your secrets. And people that you went to public school with, junior high school with, people that you once had on the payroll, or people that you was once trying to help, y'all was cool. If you still doing you still hot, you still relevant, and obviously Will Smith, he been hot for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the bag, getting to the money, spotless image. Obviously, you think of LeBron, you think of a couple of people that fit that mold. And then when you hear about people, out of the woodworks, old relatives, best friends, day one motherfuckers, people you left in the past, and it's a narrow path, so everybody can't go. That's a T.I. reference on Sorry. You know what I mean? Like, it's a narrow path. Everybody can't go. And you shouldn't try to take everybody, because that's not for everybody. Understand? Like, your newfound success or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, whatever mission you on, you know what I mean? Everybody can't go. Everybody can't show up to that. Everybody can't cheers. And like Ho said, if you ain't around, then I can't vouch for this. You know what I mean? Like, I can't vouch for you if you ain't around. You know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, you're going to have people that come out the woodworks, try to talk down on your name, try to tarnish your name, try to push it out there that's fucking bullshit, fake and false. And people going to run with it because it's on the internet. And you say, damn, did he get his cheeks clapped? One, I don't care. But two, you were supposed to be his man. He looked out for you. Now you're showing that, not that I'm shocked and amazed. Let's be clear. When you put the beat on, I'm not shocked and I'm not amazed. Let's be clear. You know what I mean? GS, what up, my G? Let's be clear. That's a Biz Mar reference. When you put the beat on, I'm not shocked and I'm not amazed. However, there's been plenty of instances, plenty of, we have a whole lot of body of work to analyze and look at. When you see famous people, people that made it, friends and, relatives, etc., ex-wives, ex-husbands, little cousins, girlfriends, kids even. If you still in the limelight and you still living in the public eye, and somebody can get a little bit of shine off you, a little bit of clout, a little bit of come up, they'll do it with no regards, with no holds bars. They'll tell your most detailed, personal, intimate secrets. And that's why Jada said, it's a small world, so you better guard your secrets. And it's easy to get money, but it's hard to keep it. You know what I mean? And it is, because you can get $1 million, you can get $100,000, you get $1,000, but then the bills come, this coming, this coming. It's hard to keep it flowing, and I can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I just quoted it. He a clown for trying to expose Will. What do you get out of it? These rumors been running amok, so it really ain't like it's nothing new that we haven't heard before. We've been hearing Will, like to get it from, or whatever it is. They're like, yo, close the door. I'm a little shocked and amazed that allegedly, maybe kind of, sort of, is Dwayne Martin, Tisha Campbell, old husband, and house party with her, and her and the other girl, Lorraine, was doing a little two-step and showing up Kid and Play. Like, I'm from that era. It's a little shocking and amazing to hear that. But outside of that, we know from Hollis to Hollywood, when it comes to Hollywood, those are the main two things that they use: your sexual preferences or drugs. If you have any of those vices, it's easy for them to manipulate you, to use you and use whatever you got going against you. Understand? Like, you know what I mean? It's nothing. You a drinker or whatever. You wake up, you know what I mean? You off the Patron, or you off the Douce, or you off the Hennessy, and Hennessy is possible. You wake up with a picture with a Johnson by your mouth. You know what I mean? You sleeping with a Johnson by your mouth, like, oh shit, how did this happen? What? What? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas in the hood would be like, yo, you seen the video of this nigga? This nigga got a whole cucumber hanging out the side of his mouth, sleeping, and obviously that may not be your character. That may not be your sexual preference, but because you like to drink, niggas put a little Molly in your champagne, you ain't even know it. They took you home and they enjoyed that, you ain't even know it. Or they took you home and they blackmailed you, you ain't even know it. Billy D, what up, my nigga? Shout out to my nigga Billy D on the check-in. You know what I mean? Saturday vibes, we vibing. Scorpios, we still the best. Shout out to all the Scorpios celebrating their birthday. Tony, there was no other way. Pop of his TV, we live, we rolling right now. We talking about motherfucking Bilal, and we talking about Will Smith's maybe allegedly kind of getting his cheeks clapped. I just think it's some sucker shit. If I'm your man, I'm not gonna put your business out there like that. Now, me and you may have a disagreement. I'm so thorough, and you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm not the only. I'm not as last of a dying breed. I know it's plenty of real niggas and thorough people out there, and salute to y'all. But I am of the cloth. I am of the coat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna just tell your business like that. I got a channel. I talk about shit all the time. I just don't say niggas' names. You know what I mean? What do they say? Stories, locations, and names and all that shit maybe change to save the identity of some of you dumb motherfuckers that be doing the shit you be doing. Talk to me, but talk nice. You know what I mean? We're not saying you did XYZ back in, you know what I mean, 2015 and you shot the bodega up. I'm not never saying that. I may know who shot the bodega up, but that's not for me to say. Right, that part. People will take what they know about you, think they're going to get a bag off you, think they're going to get a come up off you, and it really don't be that. Like, we care about it for 5 minutes, and then really, that shit is over with. Like, honestly speaking, we care about it for a minute, and then that shit is over with. And that's just the reality. Let's talk about some other shit, right? Let's talk about, when I heard the audio of this shit, I was like, this shit crazy. Shit crazy. We about to, I mean, we drinking a little bit from the juice bar, you know what I'm saying? A little around the world. I've been around, been around the world. I've been around your girl too, and I know behind closed doors, she's a freak. I'm being funny, but I'm not. I've been around your girl. Whoa, yeah, I've been around your girl, nigga. Anyway, Keke Palmer moms. When I heard this shit, one, I was not shocked and amazed. Like, when you put the beat on, I was not shocked and amazed, but what it just did for me was, first of all, let's rewind. Let's rewind. Like, anybody taking Keke Palmer serious? Like, this is the same woman that said, because she got bad skin, and I'm not like hating on her, I'm not downplaying her, I'm not hating on women, black women, and where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? But her face ain't the most flawless, right? She actually told y'all bitches, right? Like, where the ladies, gentlemen, and Lola, like, she actually told y'all, if you want to clear up your bad skin, just have a baby. What? What? When I heard that shit, I said, damn, this is some chicken head, bum head, bubblegum head bitch. Keeping it a buck with y'all. That's just how I felt. I don't know her personally. You know what I mean? Her fans, you could come for my head if you want. Leave it in the comments. I don't really care. I said, damn. She really out here telling bitches, telling women that if you want to clear your skin up, then just have a baby. not get married, like just become a baby mama because we know she not married to what his name, Darius Miles or whatever his name is, right? So that's one red flag. Like, come on. The Trace allegations, and they're allegations because nothing ever came out of it. Even though we do see the video of the white girl and they going wild, we ain't judging them. They ain't on trial. I'm not judging them. I'm just going off the video. When she turned around on me, like it was looking a little shaky, a little nervous, a little shaky, a little nervous. And we like, damn, is this nigga really out here committing sexual? Like, is he doing deviant shit when he really don't have to? Because he's Trey Songz and go girl, it's your birthday. Like, all they got to do is say, and it's skeet to the window, to the wall. It is what it is. I don't make this shit up. That's just what it is for people like him and Keith Sweats and all that. Millie, what it do though? Millie from the BX. Shouts to my girl Millie on the check-in on a Saturday night. Girl, I've been thinking about you all day long. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for people like Keith Sweat and, you know what I mean, the Trey Songz, go girl, it's your birthday. Like T.I. said, bitches be on their knees, mouths wide open, eyes closed, begging for them to skeet to the window, to the wall. That's reality. It may not be what perception is, but that's reality. We know that perception is oftentimes, that shit don't add up to what reality really is. But the reality is bitches is on their knees, mouths wide open, eyes closed, begging for these celebrities, some of them, not all of them, to skeet. And like Chris Brown said, these hoes ain't loyal, right? Like, so here we have Keke Palmer. You know what I mean? Like the video of her with Usher. I did change my number. You know how I go. I hit you up though, Millie, if your number's still the same. You got her out here with Usher. They had the whole her baby father jumping on the internet. And I spoke about this on the live. You know me. We speak about, we unscripted. We talk about the topics that we want to talk about. How I felt, excuse me, that he shouldn't have went public, kind of put her on blast. Maybe should have hit her on the bat line. Listen, you out here, you got me kind of looking crazy, and I don't appreciate that. Bring your ass fucking home. You know what I mean? Like, bring your ass home. And, they went back and forth. Allegedly, they split, boo. And now I'm bringing this up because her mama. It's her mama that told her, get a guy that got a good job, girl. You know what I mean? Like, get with a guy that can buy you some nice things, girl. It's her mama. You know what I mean? Not me. It's her mama that told her. And when we listen to the secret recordings, if you will, of Darius Miles recording her mom's, talking about, you know what I mean, she gonna get a bullet put in his head. Crazy. That's wild in itself. To where his mom's, and what Hov said when he was battling knives, your moms can't say, you know what I mean, your moms can't save you now, or some shit like that, when they was really holding no punches. And that's one of the best hip-hop battles in hip-hop history, Hov and Nas. You know what I mean? Like, your moms can't save you. You know what I mean? Like, we going in. I'm going in. And when you listen, you say, damn, like, her moms was going in on him. Like, no respect whatsoever. No respect for his manhood whatsoever. She like, I'm gonna put a bullet in your head before. She called him every name in the book that you can think of. Like, damn. This what your mom's thinking me on some Spike Lee do the right thing shit. Well, here's what they thinking you on Ice Cube what is it? Still Marvin album. No, America's Most Wanted. What was Ice Cube album where he was just pretty much talking about here's what they think about you. You fried chicken eating, high dunking, high flying, hyena laughing, makeup wearing, long nails, Kruger wearing, transvestite making. I mean, like, the list goes on and on and on. And like, here's what they think about you. In the back end, in the back office. Not Not in the public eye, even though in the public eye too, they smack you in your face and they tell you what they think about you and they dare you to do something about it. Toby, your name Toby, not Kunta. Your name Toby. You get out of line, we're going to put foot to ass. Do you hear me? Right, do you hear me talking? We're going to put foot to ass. And you say, damn, them niggas talking crazy, crazy. Shit crazy. You say, why is this like this? Black men afraid to speak up. No platforms for you to speak up. But nonetheless, Darius Miles, he recorded the conversation. He recorded that shit. That shit is out there for the world to hear. Talk about she gonna send some dudes to do what Biggie Smalls was talking about. Like, nah, we can't overlook that, folks. I get it. It's funny. Some ladies in the back, y'all was laughing at it. Y'all was, you know what I mean? Like, she said what she said. You fucking chicken head bitches in the back. Like, ladies, gentlemen, and lowlife. We get it. She said what she said. You know what I mean? Like, Santana said what he said. We gonna get some in the, you know what I mean? Capture you, do you in your butt, then throw you over the bridge. That's what Biggie Small said. You know what I mean? Like, my nigga such and such catch, you know what I mean? His enemies, uck him in the ass, and throw him over the bridge. What are we talking about? Are we condoning that shit? Are we bigging that shit up? Because, like, when it's against women or whatever, it's like, yo, this shit sound kind of wild. This shit sound kind of crazy. Who's catching who and kidnapping who and doing what to who? Sounds like a Pulp Fiction scene when they was doing Vin Rains like that. Foul. They was doing Vin Rains foul, bro. Go look at that. I'm being funny, but I'm not. Go look at the Pulp Fiction movie. Mwah, 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 which is an excellent movie, by the way. Excellent. John Travolta, you know what I mean? Samuel L. Jackson, Bruce Willis. You know what I mean? Like, an excellent movie. Took them boys behind the woodshed and did them dirty. Did them dirty. With the mouth ring and all that. Like, you ain't gonna even be able to scream while we plugging you from the back. We're gonna make sure you can't even make a sound. That's crazy to even see in the movie. To be honest, when I first seen the movie, I'm like, damn, they're really raping men. They really, like, we'll be raking you. And I'm being funny, but I'm not. But in Pulp Fiction, when you look at the movie for the first time, when I seen that scene, I couldn't even imagine that that's what they was about to do in that scene. Nigga came in, was bleeding, had the hammer and all that. Hillbilly came out the back from out of nowhere, got on the phone, called the fucking patrol officer. Then the next scene you see, nigga got the mouth ball ring in his mouth, getting clapped from the back. That was crazy. Shit is crazy, crazy. Shit crazy. You know what I mean? Like, for real. I'm just being real. Now, with that being said, right? Hold on. Now, with that being said, you had Keke Palmer moms, like, y'all hope they do this to you. You a fanboy. You know what I mean? You're pretty much a fag boy, pretty much. She disrespect you. Shout out to K.O. Smitty. He going to the board this month. At the end of this year, at the end of this month. Shout out to K.O. Smitty. We rocking with you. We rooting for you. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I know I didn't do the show last week. Excuse me. We had my man, you know what I mean, Goody, a.k.a. Greg Goodwine, on the show. Well, I was showing y'all the video, rather. He did 18 years, got his clemency. And we know K.O. Smitty, he been down 45 years. Hopefully they let him go at the board. But it's not like back in the 80s. This is a long ways from there. No man should be getting, talked to like Santana for academics or getting kidnapped and done dirty and thrown over a bridge. Nonetheless, this is this is what Keke Palmer moms was telling her grandson's father. Like, I hope you get done from the back. I hope they catch you. Usher's gay. You know what I mean? Like, whoa. And we did a video on this. Like Kanye said, pulled up in my other bins. They ain't seen me because I pulled up in my other bins last week. Right. This week, you know what I mean? I'm in something different. This week, they're like, oh shit, this nigga's gay. Last week he wasn't, and you know, whether he's gay or not, I really don't give a fuck. It really doesn't move me one way or another. We see him do the Louis Vuitton dress wearing, you know what I mean? You're doing the Super Bowl. Her mom's just candidly just come out and say, yo, you mad that she was, you know, XYZ and Usher's gay. You don't gotta worry about that. He's gay. Obviously he was living with Diddy, you know, in the beginning, in the early days. And so we wouldn't be surprised if this was the case. We wouldn't be surprised if we looking around like, damn, is this really what's going on? I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised at all. From Hollis to Hollywood, but is he good? My only thing is, before we start spewing these allegations and these rumors, etc., let's make sure we got some real concrete proof. Same thing with, you know, maybe somebody's telling somebody's a homeless. Actually, you see him, like, did you see him blowing somebody? Did you see him getting his cheeks clapped? If you really didn't see that, then you shouldn't be speaking on, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how I feel. You have to have concrete evidence. You can't just go talk about somebody in this manner. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could do what the fuck you want to do right now. We drinking around the world, you know what I mean? Like, you can do what the fuck you want to do, but is it right? Is it something solid to stand upon? No, it's not. And people that has some integrity, got some, you know what I mean, if about them, they're not just going along to get along, then they will tell you like, nah, that's not right. That's non-cipher, God. Non-cipher. You know what I mean? They're gonna tell you what it is. They're gonna tell you what it is. Meanwhile, you running around Front Street looking like Boo Boo the Fool. People trying to convince people of XYZ when it really is what it is. Understand me? That's what I'm talking about. What else we got to talk about? You know, also in the video, you hear Keke Palmer making little references and shit. And I'm gonna just say, like I said, the first red flag was her talking about if you want to get rid of your acne and your facial, you know what I mean, not being pleased with your face. You know what I'm saying? Go out and get pregnant and just have a baby. After she had a baby, she swore she was glowing. She swore her face was flawless, and she woke up like this. And you just really super, super average. I know that comes off like, another channel, another black man hating on the black women. No, it's really not that. In my humble opinion, she just regular. She ain't nothing to really, you know what I mean, hoop and holler about. Her face has got acne. It ain't the clearest of the clearest. Her body ain't banging like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? She regular. She okay. She just in movies. The second red flag is one of her movies. Her being in that Pimp movie. And that's you, ladies, for y'all buying that shit. Fuck out of here. Like, the Pimp movie with I think DMX was in there. You know what I mean? And she was a female pimp with the white joint and all. At the end, they both shot up, die in a motherfucking Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Like, you know what I mean? What? That's strike number 2. You know what I mean? You out dancing with Usher, some gay man, showing all of your assets for people like me to look and dissect, and yeah, I'll break you off. Like, damn, shorty could get it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna wife you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what he said? From Color Purple, he want the other one, not silly. You sure is ugly. And you told Harpo to beat me, bitch. Like, come on. Like, I'm being funny, but I'm not. I'm really, like, come on, this is who we bigging up. You know what I mean? Like, the cult following, you know, the Ring of Honor. This is who you following and who you looking up to. You need to slow your roll and slow down. Brand newbie, slow down, bitch. This is not who you need to be monicking your life and, you know, mirroring and trying to live after. That's not what you want to be doing. Because in the end, you're going to be looking real bad in the face. You're going to have the sad face, sticker face, and you're going to be looking real bad. And, you know, she got the photos out of allegedly maybe kind of sort of them rustling. Guess he took the phone from her. And you got some of these channels, these niggas is detectives, people. Make no mistake about it. Pop up his TV, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. So when I upload my videos, you get alerted. That's not me. That's not me. I'm not going to be, you know, editing this shit and manipulating this shit for you to come give me a view. Fuck out of here. You got to go to the other channels, not my channel. I don't give a fuck if we have 1 view or 2 views. You're going to have to go to the other channel. I don't do that over here. We don't chase streams. Oh shit, my nigga Twizzy. You know what I mean? My nigga Vinny, my motherfucking little bro in the building. Catching me live. You got to go to the other channels for that. We're not going to never compromise our integrity just for the people. But with that being said, you really sat there and let your moms talk greasy to your baby father, call him a fag, talked about she wanted to see him get hit in the butt, talking about she wanted to see him popped in the head. Really? You know what I mean? Like, all that over Usher and he's gay and this is Holly weird and from Hollis to Hollywood, but is he good? Come on now. Is this what we really doing? I get it. Ladies, this is what I'll say to y'all. Like, where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? L Cakes, what's the word? I mean, what's up, young lady? Where the ladies at? This is what I'll say to y'all. And I'm not Sway, and this is not a Kanye interview, so I don't have all of the answers. What I can do, what I do on this channel, and we do it with pride. We do it with love. We do it with sincerity. I'm going to give you the real as I see it, uncut, no filter. And then you're going to come out in your own way if you choose to use it or you don't choose to use it. This is how I see it. Keke Palmer is a chicken head. You know what I mean? Like, niggas that she was dealing with that she probably, you know what I mean, thought was on her level, or people she thought she should have been with, she never got with them. Or she got with them, but it never lasted. You got with this dude, thought he was a sucker. He ain't making as much as you. Your mom's is all the way out of pocket talking to this man like that. He was recording her. It was a private conversation. Nonetheless, he recorded her. And to hear her say she want to see him get clapped in the butt, to see her say she want to hear him get clapped in the head, and all the stuff that she was saying to him about, you know, just in general as a man was wild. That shit was crazy, shit crazy. But I'm not shocked and amazed. And then lastly, just to hear, you know, about the son and, you know, what he was talking about, Hollywood, Usher. Are we surprised, or would you be surprised if Usher came out and said, you know, that it's not rumors, it's you know, it's not propaganda? You know, I do like I do like the same sex. Would you be surprised and be amazed? Not me. I think it would be a bad look for his image, being how he was married and he got a girl and all that. You know, some people want to be on the down low, like Ron Isley and how R. Kelly wrote for him. Keep it on the down low. Like, some people want to keep it on the down low. They want to keep it on the low. And nobody has to know. But this is the last thing, too. When it comes to whether he's really, you know, into the same sex or not. When it comes to women, we, you know what I mean, we Saturday Night Live vibing it, you know what I mean? We drinking ginger gong shots, we drinking Tiger Bombs, we drinking Around the World, you know what I'm saying? When R. Kelly revitalized Mr. Big, aka Mr. Ron Isley, career, let's be clear, he revitalized his career by writing a couple of the songs for him and things of that nature. When they did the Down Low, that's one of R. Kelly's biggest hits. Down Low. Then he came with the remix with Mr. Ron Isley. He was clapping his wife and all that. Y'all know the story and shit. In the closet and all that. This is something that she just was saying so braggadociously. Like she know for a fact, you know what I mean? Usher getting his cheeks clapped. Like she know for a fact and she sends some goons and some, you know, some booty bandits, if you will. They'll clap his cheeks. And I'm just saying, you hear Keke Palmer in the back making little comments and shit. And it's like, yo, where the fuck is the respect at for your baby father? Like you gave him the highest gift that you can give, which is having his baby. You know what I mean? Like, it should have been getting married and being his wife, but we know in today's era, in today's climate, that having a baby that's all you really got to do. You can get clapped up, get skeeted on or skeeted in, shoot the club up, have a baby 9 months later, and that's the big thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You looked at it with success, and you're the best around, and nothing's ever gonna keep you down. I'm here to say that's not it. We need to require more, and in this case, we looking down at him. Her mom's Keke Palmer, that is, talking crazy. She was so comfortable talking about this man, talking to his face like he ain't gonna do nothing, and rightfully so. You see the Jeezy, he just now recently start, you know, coming out talking about his marriage with Jeannie Ma. He was on Nia Long podcast or whatever she got going. You know what I mean? You don't really hear men talking too much. You know what I mean? Like Megan Good, husband, Tamia Mallory. You don't really hear the guys talking about too much. You hear the ladies, and you had Megan Good. I mean, not Megan Good. Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion come out talking about Parfane, whatever his name is. She did the song Cobra, talking about how, you know what I mean, he was getting Headington in the same bed they were sleeping in. Now he came out, try to address what she said. Like, you been doing you. We've been, you know what I mean, not in a good space, etc., etc. Official Cream, what's the word? I mean, Korean, you know what I mean? Been coming out saying X, Y, Z. Why should we believe you? We need proof. We have to stop being in the era where just because somebody get on camera, start talking some shit, that you think that's what it is. Nah, that doesn't mean that. It should be, let's ascertain the truth. See if what they saying is true, then we can run with it. Until then, this shit is suspect to scrutiny. We ain't just believing you because you saying X, Y, Z. Fuck out of here. Like, you know what I mean? We not buying that. That's where we need to be. And when it comes to butts getting their booties clapped or whatever the case may be, we got to look with a certain scrutiny like, yo, we just can't have people talking about doing stuff to people that's, you know, sexually abusing or, you know what I mean, just because it's of the transgender, rainbow community saying this shit. That's not okay with us. It's not okay. It's not okay with me. It's not okay with the public. Now, if it's okay with you, then it's okay with you. But it's not okay with me, and I'm not rocking with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not rocking with that. But the last thing is she like, yo, talking to Darius Miles. We talking about Keke Palmer moms. And again, the movie, The Pimp, where she was the female pimp, that was a red flag. To watch her in that movie, it was tough. It was tough on the eyes. It was tough on the ears. To hear her come out and say, if you want to get rid of your pimples and your freckles and your face, then you need to have a baby. What, bitch? What? You a C-list actor from the jump. You're not really about that acting life. So why should we take you seriously? And once people start taking her seriously, that's where you got yourself into a jam at. Nonetheless, she said what she said. I'm just saying, from the videos I seen of her, from the little data that I got from her, we always was looking at her with the side eye like, you ain't worthy. You ain't picking up mill. Bitch, you ain't worthy. No, your acting is horrible. Can't give you the big up. And you outside looking crazy, shit crazy. And then a whole bunch of goofy young millennials and Gen Zs and X's and whatever you are, bigging that shit up? No, bitch, no. We can't big that up because it's a non-cipher. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, we can't back that. And it is what it is. Let's move on to, you know what I mean, what we is. We 65 minutes in, you know what I mean? Let's talk about Joe Smith and his wife, who was just on a Wesley Matthews, or I forget homie name. He did the interview with the Cheesecake Factory lady and her date, the Indian guy. You know, when she was like, she too good for the Cheesecake Factory, woo, and And we all was looking at her with the side eye like, bitch, what? Are you serious? You know, not being funny, but just looking at your physical makeup, you know, how you presenting yourself and who you are to the world. Like, all I'm able to put on is a little bit of Vaseline, you know what I mean? A little bit of baby oil, a little bit of lotion. And I am who I am. I'm going to come out in my own way. I'm going to be who I am. I can't do my lashes up, fix the eyelashes. I can't do anything that's going to change how I look to the public and the people to where they rock with me. I am who I am. And if I wasn't, then why would I say I am right? I wouldn't say I was the motherfucking man if I wasn't. I'm just saying. You can lie to the public and say you're XYZ. I can't do that. All I could do is fix my hat. You know what I mean? A little, you know what I mean? Like, I come out the world, I put a little Vaseline on my lips, on my arms, on my hands, on my elbows, on my face. Maybe a little baby oil, you know what I mean? Maybe a little chapstick. My face is my face. We can't change that. I put my hat on. You know what I'm saying? We rocking. You know what I mean? And I am who I say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Ladies, on the other hand, like, where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? On the other hand, y'all can do all shit to your eyebrows, to your lashes, to your lips, to the corner of your eyes. Fix your nose, make it look more narrow. Got the girdle on. Make sure your stomach ain't sticking out. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you doing, and you're going to come out in your own way. I'm not even knocking you. I'm not even knocking you. What I'm saying is, we ain't really falling into the mousetrap. We just rocking how we rocking. And what we saying is, before you, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Before you start pointing fingers, before you start thinking you too good, you know what I'm saying? And trying to use somebody else for your expense to exploit or come up, let's take a closer look at you and see if do you measure up. And a lot of times you don't. You just don't. It is what it is. You can disagree. You know what I mean? Like, matter of fact, let me check these scores real quick, because we looking like we trying to win. Minnesota 1-1 and Milwaukee. Oh, fucking Milwaukee. Spurs won. Chicago won. I don't know if I won yet. I gotta check the scores and all that. We'll see in a little bit. Who are you to fix your face and say one thing when it's really another thing? That's all I'm saying, right? Keke Palmer moms, you way out of line. You totally violated. This is your grandbaby's baby, you know what I mean? Your father. And who are you to dish out certain, you know, verbiage or, you know what I mean, language towards, you know, the father of your grandson? Who the fuck are you? And maybe you've been in Hollywood for a long time, so you feel entitled. Maybe you feel like you can get away with some shit like that. But I feel like it's Hollywood, and she blurted out Usher was gay super quick. Is he gay? Is he not gay? I don't know. That Louis Vuitton with the skirt on, you know, you're doing Super Bowl Sunday halftime show. I don't know. You know what I mean? I really don't know. You was living with Diddy when he was, you know, when your early days, you might have seen some things. Mason Betha, you know what I mean? No homo. He might have seen some things. You was there before that. It's possible that what Cassidy is talking about is very true. We don't know. I don't even want to think about it. The bodyguard, what he said, Gene and all that. I really don't know. But let's talk about this last shit. You know what I mean? Let's talk about this last shit before we talk about the picks, NFL Sunday, Week 11. You know what I mean? The season is closing out like this. Thanksgiving is coming. And I hope your kitchen is clean. You know what I mean? You dirty motherfuckers. I hope your kitchen is clean. Like nasty. You're nasty. Ah. We got Joe Smith, NBA player, his wife, she was a porn star, T.I., you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? We gonna do what we do in the Benz truck, in the Mercedes truck. We gonna do what we do on the side of the road because that's just what we do. Scorpios, we the best. And I know what it's like to be driving and getting head in the whip and not crashing it like NRE. You know what I mean? Like NRE. You know what I mean? Like now we on the run eating. It is what it is. Full transparency. We live, we roll, we unscripted. Those was the days. Like, those were the days. And then we can use a man like ours. Those were the days. I remember those days. Those was the fun days when you pull up on a joint or woo 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 and and you get treated with those services. It's an evil world out there. It's an evil world out there. We appreciate all of those festivities and things that we partaked in, and it turned out to be good. Who knows if we would experience them ever again? You know what I'm saying? With that being said, we see Joe Smith, ex-wife, Keisha or Sharifa, whatever her name is. She went and gave Cam the massage, and we have the videotape and evidence when he on the bat line saying, yo, you know, nothing for nothing. I'm not trying to be funny, but your cleavage is a little out. You a little jingling. Like, you jingling, baby. Go ahead, baby. You jingling, baby. Go ahead, baby. Uncle L, Future of the Funk. Like, listen, bitch, I know. Listen, hold on. Like, number one, I don't give a fuck what you got going on with you and Joe Smith. I don't care what y'all got going on. I'm glued in to the big titties. I'm looking at you, and that's how most men is. Women, like, I'm just gonna say this, yeah. Far as the, what was it, the talking, far as men talking about them and their sexual escapades. I forget who was talking like, yeah, what was it, Lori Harvey 2 weeks ago, and y'all was talking about homie. Men been talking. They're gonna continue to talk. And if you a slaw, you giving the goods up, they're gonna continue to talk. But anyway, this is how I seen that. Niggas is doing what they doing. They don't want to give up the illusion or the opinion that they moms is with the shit, so they talking shit. Then come find out on the back end when you rewind this shit, and Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. You see people is really lying. Like, oh nah, they moms is with the shit. They moms is slow. Moms is a whore. Your moms is a whore, bro. She's a hoe. She's a hoe. Like, your mom's is a whole fucking hoe. And because of this internet shit and you want views, you're going to expose your mother as being a hoe. Anyway, Joe Smith, he on the podcast with the Wesley nigga, whatever his name is. I forget his name. He did the video of the, the Cheesecake Factory chicken, the Indian guy. And I did commentary on this. Now he got them, and it's like, you got me, but is, running amok while you with me, is that appropriate? Is you doing what you do? And in the video, you can see Joe Smith get up. I know I got the sweatpants on and all that. You know what I mean? The sweatsuit, whatever. You know what I mean? Some reason I shoot better. Carry the big gat and lean the scene real nasty like chocolate milk after a Big Mac. Like, that's a Jada reference. I'm going to leave this shit looking real nasty. You know what I mean? Are you doing what you want to do? You jumping out of pocket. Meanwhile, you just a slide. Niggas is sliding you and they using you. When the guys that really like you, you friend zone. And it's like, damn, I'm really just sliding this bitch at the club, and it's a real hassle because a lot of these dudes is on her. They don't really know that she's a skeet, slurp, slurp. And so when you say, damn, in the grand scheme of things, is she just for the streets? Is she using what she got to maneuver? Or is he using what he got to maneuver to say, damn, I don't really know if she was boning these dudes or not, but I'm going to play her like she wasn't, and I'm going to play the backbone, like if you go through her, you got to go through me. My thing is this, you know what I mean? You're going to come out in your own way. You can't accuse people of doing sexual things that you haven't witnessed, that you're not willing to stand for on your own two front. You got to be willing to stand on that. Homie's a rat, then stand on that. Homie's a backdoor homosexual, down low person, then stand on that. Don't say it from afar, from people got, you know what I mean, like wonder and guess. Did you say that? You backing that? You not backing that? Like, what's really good? You know what I mean? Like, stand on your statement and back it up if you really real. Is it real, son? Is it really real, son? Let me know it's real, son. Is it really real? Let me know it's really real. And then I could back it or not. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is this, though. She supposed to have was massaging Cam, Mace interviewing her. She already came out and said we was, down on our luck. He couldn't afford XYZ. And I said in that video when I went live, and I'm going to say it again for the men, for the ladies, gentlemen, and lowlifes. For the men. Don't get played out of pocket, gentlemen. Don't let a woman dictate to you what it really is when you know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, don't put yourself on the line. I mean, most of the times, and again, I love the women in my family. I love the women in my family. Obviously, I love my moms. I love my sister. I love my nieces. You know what I mean? Like, oh, shit. Whatever it takes to do, I'm going to do. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it happen if I can. You know what I'm saying? However, I'm not going to condone the buffoonery or the shit that I know, like, after I watch it back in real time. Like, nah, that's a lie, or that's not right and exact. Maybe I said something in the heat of the moment. I'll have to come back on here and say, I made a mistake. This is what it is. In this case, I feel the same way. Like, women empowerment and this and that. And nah, I just really can't go for that. What I'm going to say is, men, safeguard yourself and protect yourself at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Watch what you're doing. Watch what you're giving energy to, time, effort. Watch what you're giving, your word to. People will be like, nah, he said XYZ. I'm going off it because he said XYZ. Nah, I'm not backing that. This is what it is. Don't be afraid to, put your truth in the pot, even if it's not the most popular idea. You know what I'm saying? You could be wrong, but it's better to be wrong and have your integrity than to be lying about something that you really give no fucks about, or gonna go the opposite way and you jumping on here like, nah, the other team got a chance. Nah, I'm betting on what I see and how I see fit. That's how I'm giving it up. You know what I'm saying? And with that said, let's get to the picks. Let's get to NFL Week 11. You know what I mean? Let's get to the picks. Week 11 NFL picks. Let's do it. Sunday fun day. We already had Baltimore. Joe Burrow, he got hurt. This is week. What week is this? This is week 11. Week 11. Joe Burrow got hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's how we doing it. Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes.
Ooh la la, we Ooh la la, we
Yeah.
Ooh la la, we Ooh la la, we Ooh la la, we
Okay.
Ooh la la, we
Okay.
Ooh la la.
You know what I mean? Like, this is what we doing right here. Week 11, NFL's picks against the spread. If you still tuned in, we appreciate you. This is what we doing right here. You know what I mean? Saturday night, Saturday fun day. Tomorrow, Sunday fun day. We looking to get some winner chicken dinners. You know what I mean? We hit the night. We'll get to that in a minute. First game, Dallas at Carolina. Carolina getting 10.5. Dallas is favored by 10.5. They're just coming off the victory. I like Dallas to win and cover. I wouldn't be surprised if Arizona pulled it out at the very end. Nonetheless, while the spread is fresh, while the spread is live, I'm going with Dallas minus the 10.5. Next play, I like Pittsburgh getting 2.5 at Cleveland. Pittsburgh getting 2.5 at Cleveland. I like Cleveland to win this game. We know Deshaun Watson is out for the season. We know he hurt his shoulder. He was in and he was out. You know, he found out at the spur of the moment, so he said. You know, he was like, oh, this is a major setback. He's still processing it. And, you know, we know Pittsburgh been on a roll. Pittsburgh been on a roll at the slightest 1 possession game, 2 possession game, 3 possession game. And this game here, we like Cleveland at home. When we first liked the Cleveland, they was -1. Now they're -2.5. We like Cleveland. Next game, Detroit at home, giving 8.5 to Chicago Bears. Justin Fields should be playing. Justin Fields should be playing. This game right here, it's like Chicago is 3-7. Detroit is 7-2. They at home. They just coming off a win over the Chargers. Money line 3.5. It was a push. They back home after being on the road, and their very next game is Packers at home on a Thursday night. Then they play the Saints. Then they play the Bears. Justin Fields, is he really that guy for the team? Are they going to go to the backup? Are they going to see what they got in Justin Fields? To be honest, I don't know. What I do know is that I like Cleveland. I like Cleveland minus the 2.5. It was 1. I think Cleveland has a better defense. I think the backup, P.J. Washington or whatever his name is, I think he had enough backup reps to be able to jump in and beat a Pittsburgh, Steelers team, and I think they win. I like Detroit minus the 8 over Chicago. Justin Fields, like I said, he's been out. Now he's back for this weekend. I like Detroit minus the 8.5. I think Detroit win. LA Chargers at Green Bay. LA Chargers -3. The records is 4-5 and 3-6. I like LA Chargers. I think LA Chargers could come in and get the victory. I wouldn't be surprised if Green Bay got the victory. Nonetheless, I'm looking for the points, and I'm looking for the, I say these is 2 even match teams. If not, I would say that the LA Chargers is a slightly favorite. So I would go LA Chargers, and I will lean towards them. You giving me the 3? Definitely going to lean towards them. So I like the LA Chargers. Next game, Houston -5.5. They home at the crib. Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals is just getting back. Kyler Murray coming off of a home win. They just won. Now they on the road. Houston is playing well. Houston been kind of fake playing well, but so has Arizona. Now that they on a, obviously Kyler Murray's second game back, they traded Josh Dobbs here on Minnesota this week. It's a kind of funky, floopity week. Detroit -8.5. Could Chicago cover? Yes, I think they could cover. Will they cover? I think they will cover. I like Chicago with the 8 points. Next game, Cleveland at Green Bay. Not Cleveland. LA Chargers at Green Bay. I like LA Chargers with the 3. Green Bay, they had a chance to win last week. They've been losing. They haven't really been a profitable team against the spread, just in general. They've been a bad team. Their record is 3-6, playing against the Chargers, who was 4-5. I'm not going to overcomplicate things. I like the LA Chargers. I think they win. I think they cover. I think they can win by 4. Arizona, like I said, Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is second game on the road at Houston. Houston -6. I like Houston. I think Houston is going to win this game. I think Houston is going to win this game. I think they're going to surprise some people. I think Houston is going to surprise some people. Obviously, what's the guy name? C.J. Strauss. He been playing phenomenally. C.J. Strauss been balling. I'm not even gonna lie. C.J. Strauss been balling. He been playing real good, to keep it a buck with y'all. But I like Houston -5.5. Next game, Jacksonville Jaguars -6.5. They at home playing against the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans, they starting their backup rookie quarterback. I think this is his third game. First game threw 4 touchdowns. Second game threw 1 interception. Look a little shaky, look a little nervous. I like Jacksonville to bounce back. This should be a bounce back game. They could lose, but I like Jacksonville. The next game, Las Vegas Raiders at Miami. Miami giving 13.5. I like Las Vegas Raiders. I like Antonio Brown. They've been playing well. I'm gonna continue to ride. Not saying that they can't lose, but I'm like, damn, Las Vegas Raiders, they've been losing. They on a little win streak. They got some energy and some life pumped into them. I'm going to continue to ride that momentum. I'm going to continue to ride the Las Vegas Raiders. I like Las Vegas Raiders getting 13.5. Would I be surprised if Miami run line them or money line them and beat them by 2? No, I won't be. Excuse me. Excuse me. Will they be surprised to beat them by 14? They probably could, but I'm going to bet that they don't. I'm going to go with Las Vegas Raiders 13.5. New York Giants at Washington Commanders. Washington Commanders -9. It's New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house. Uptown in the house. Shallon, like everybody, are you in the house? I'm going with the New York Football Giants. Last time they played, they lost 21-14, 7-game spread. They at the Washington Commanders. It could be a little shaky. It could be a little nervous, but I'm gonna go with the New York Football Giants. I'm gonna take the 9. I see Washington winning, but I don't see them covering a 9. I think that the Giants fight hard to the death. Next game, San Fran -13. San Fran giving 13 to Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield on the road. San Fran coming off the bye. Obviously, they won last week. Now they -13. I see San Fran covering the spread. I don't see Tampa Bay covering the spread. I see Tampa Bay. I see San Fran covering the spread, 13.5. I see them winning 30-17, 30-10, 27-10, something like that. Next game, Buffalo Bills -7.5 at home to the New York Jets. New York Jets been looking okay, I guess. Obviously, they're waiting for Aaron Rodgers to come back. Buffalo Bills, you coming off a shaky, little nervous win. Loss, actually, right? I think they're coming off a loss. Yeah, they lost to the Broncos 24-22. Now you at home playing the Jets. I don't see them losing 2 games at home. So I do like Broncos -7. Right now it's 7.5. I like the Broncos to win 7. It might be close. 7.5, you're going to have to take the Jets. That's a lean. You know, Broncos, Buffalo, they're not really looking the greatest they can look right now. You know, they played the Broncos. They played. I think this is the game that they balance it out. And so I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills -7. Next game, Seattle Seahawks 6-3 at the Los Angeles Rams -2. Los Angeles Rams getting to 3-6. Sean McVay, you on the line, like your life's on the line. Who's the better team? I'm gonna say right now the Seattle Seahawks. Coach, Pete Carroll and the defense. The over and under is 46.5. I got Seattle to win by 3, man. I got Seattle to win by 3. I think they're gonna have Sam Bradford, whatever his name is, come back. He might be serviceable, but I'm just gonna go with Seahawks playing a better football. And last and not least, Sunday football, Minnesota Vikings at the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos, they've been on a little run. You got Russ, on some Broncos country. Broncos, let's ride. I go with the Broncos -2.5. Yesterday when I had them, it was -1. I got Denver to cover the spread. Monday Night Football, I got Kansas City. I got Kansas City as a lock over the Philadelphia Eagles. The matchups of the Super Bowl last year, obviously we had Kansas City over the Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the locks right now. Hold on. Let's get to the locks. Oh, did I miss a game? No, I didn't. Let's get to the locks. I like not the locks from Yonkers, the locks that get you the winner chicken dinners, right? Because that's your money, son. I like Cleveland. I like Houston. I like Vegas. I like Seahawks. I like Denver. I like Kansas City. Monday Night Football. That's Cleveland, Houston, Vegas, Seattle, Denver, Kansas City. $100 on a 6-pick. That's 48-41. Yeah, kid, you know that feeling. But you know what it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling. Back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.